Good.
Our first walk forward. Up until this point, she has either frozen or gone backwards.
Go to your room. We're not going to his house. We're going to your house. We're going to your house. That was fun, huh? You want to try this?
Watch if you can see him think. There must be something he should know how to do here. Did you see it? Watch the slow movement and thoughtful placement of his hind left foot. Watch his stillness in his head position, and then the maybe I should move movement with uncertainty in the left front foot. And the busy check-in.
You want me to scratch your back? How do you tell me I can scratch your back for you? Huh? Here, look.
Upi doesn't know the over command yet. I was waiting until I was confident that his aggressive side was completely gone before I wanted to encourage him to swing his hind end at me.
Want me to scratch your back a little bit more? Back. Good. Scratch your back. Over.
Because he doesn't actually have the over command installed,
Over.
I'm just trying to appeal to his desire for a butt scratch. If I stop before he thinks I should, it's quite possible that he would step over to ask for me to continue.
What do you think? Oh, almost. You don't know. You don't know. You're okay. You're okay. You knocked me down. You're okay. You're okay. You're okay. Oh, that's a nice boy. That's a nice boy. That's a nice boy. Yeah. That's a nice boy. It's a good place to get a scratch, isn't it? Yeah. Yeah. Come on. Good. 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 No, go forward. Good. Go forward. No. No. Here we go. Good. Go. Yep. Nope. You're okay. Think it through. Think. Forward. Nope. Forward. No. Nope. Nope. Think. Nope. Good. Keep going. Go. Yes. Good. Look. Good. Yes. Good. Keep going. Good. 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 Go on, you had it. Yep. Good. Good, you got it. Yes. Back. Yep. Back. Yep. Over. A little bit more with your tail. Good. So what I liked about that, not so much that there was a moment of confusion, but I liked was that obviously I took the time to let him sort it out, right? I was telling him to go forward, circling me. He was thinking he just wasn't performing the over to the mounting block correctly. So he was trying harder to do what he thought I was asking him to do. He wasn't actually listening to the cues. And that's what happens with our horses all the time, is that they think they know what we want from them, and they try more and more, like a shaken soda. Like if you could have heard how he was breathing, he was getting more and more upset internally that he wasn't doing it right. Like he thought he was doing it right. He thought he did it initially right. And then he didn't understand why I was not saying that he did a good job. Instead, he was getting more worked up and trying harder to do something different than what I was actually asking for. I worked him to allow him to work through it. And I'm gonna zoom in on the lick and chew that he finally did before you saw him settle into, oh, I'm just being told to circle around. So yes, I was supporting him strongly, and that's not the right word. I was strongly is not the right word, but I was trying to make sure he was feeling his support by kissing like more steady, as like to remind him, yes, you're right, yep, keep walking, because he was having a hard time determining whether or not it was really to keep walking. So I was doing a lot of single kissing to help him kind of find his way. Once he licked and chewed, I tried to reduce how much I single kissed, and I actually debated not doing that final over to the mounting block because I wanted to make sure that he said, oh, okay, it was supposed to be something different, okay. Instead of thinking that we still ended on the thing he thought we were supposed to be doing, right? So normally I might have asked him to do the circling and then not done the additional mounting block. He had settled into it well enough, but he also had it in his like expression that he was pretty sure he was right, and why am I not asking him for that? And that's kind of why I asked him for it, was because I was trying to say, you know, you weren't wrong in wanting to do that for me. It's just not what I wanted you to do in that moment. Because he was so up on energy is why I didn't try to like jump up on him like I do all the other horses. But it was nice to see the moment of recognition, or the moment of, oh, this is what you want me to do. Okay, so time to go get
I
one.
know that the quality of the video makes it a little tough to see, but watch the corner of his mouth and you can see by the change of shape that he's licking and chewing. My wait command means you stay standing still, and I'm going to move. This can be substituted with the word stand. Unfortunately, Teddy was having a little bit of a brain fart because he only was thinking about going in for dinner.
Go to the stall. Now, what we're gonna do, you're gonna come over here and you're gonna spin around. Ready? Back. Teddy. Back. Over. Hey, over. Hey. Just because you're pointing at your stall does not mean that's what we're doing. Right, over. Wait, no. Back. Wait. Over. So I kind of let Teddy not have to do what I originally was like setting out to do, mainly because he had a lot of body lean towards his stall, but yet he couldn't bring much of his focus to me. And he's proven that if he seems like distracted on another subject, so to speak, that he kind of like lets his body do whatever it wants to do while he stays focused. It's like almost like his body and his brain are two different things. And I didn't want to make him too wrong tonight. I just wanted him to feel somewhat proud of himself for what we did do. But normally I would spend a little bit more time trying to get him to like stop thinking about going in his stall and start thinking about what I'm doing. But usually we have to go through a little bit of a, I don't want to say fight, that's not the right word, but we have to go through a little bit of a discussion period of, hey, you know, that's not what we're doing. And you need to focus on me. Until you do that, we're not going there. Okay, good boy. Good boy. No, don't go that way. Oh, that's not what we're going. Okay, let's go home. Let's go home. Good job. Good job. We're going for a ride. Yeah, that's not what I wanted to do though. Let's go home. Let's go home. Oh, let's go to your house. Oh. Okay, we gotta work on his hoe, and I gotta use maybe a second rein. You gotta work on your hoe, huh? So let's see. We might do that right now, even though Dewey's gonna get upset. But we might try the hoe. 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 Good. We got your brother upset. Yeah. So we need you to have a hoe on you. Huh. Yeah. Hoe. Dewey's getting upset. So although I enjoyed his little ride around this half of the arena, I had the wrong rein to direct him in the correct direction, as well as I didn't have a solid hoe on him, so I wanted him to stop, and he didn't understand that I was asking him to stop with the one rein stop. So now it's like, okay, what do I have to work on? I have to work on his hoe. I did a little bit there, but as you can hear, Dewey's getting upset, so we're gonna go ahead and go get Dewey instead of spend too much time on working on that. We just know, you know, as a checklist, we have a little bit more work to do on the one rein stop with Tucker. Never forgotten you. Always come back to you. Okay. Think it through. Yep, you're right there. You got it, you were right. I'm sorry, I interrupted you. Try again. Yep. Good job. Good job. Good job. Good job. That's a good guy. Okay, change your rein. So you get to the right place. Okay, let's go home. Let's go home. Here. Good job. Good job. Good job. Yeah. Good job. Oh, 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 oh. Good job. Good job. That's a good guy. All right. So what I like about what happened with Dewey is that he was getting upset that he felt like he got left behind outside, although I've never forgotten him. So he came in a little with purpose, right? Like, I got to come in. And although I felt that when we were walking towards his stall, I also felt his self-control. He wasn't told to trot. He was allowed to walk. He wasn't told to trot. Although his body said, I'd really like to trot because I think I have this energy I have to get rid of, he still had that self-control and stayed at a walk. And I don't know if it can be seen in his body, but it could be felt that he was like, I really want to trot, but I know that's not what you want. Like, it was like a mental processing that was very evident to me. Okay, gonna go get more. So I'm gonna tell Tyson that I'm willing to scratch his belly. And then I'm gonna ask him to ask me to do it more, okay? So I'm gonna scratch his belly, let him know that I'm here to offer that. And then I'm gonna ask him to ask for more. And what he'll do is he'll tap me on the shoulder. I'm gonna tell him to back up a step, back. So he has access to my shoulder, back. Good. And see if he wants to ask for that belly scratch again. You're not sure? So I'm gonna offer it again. And then I'm gonna put myself up here for him to have a chance to ask. I don't know why he's asking by breathing into my ear, but he normally would tap me on the shoulder, so I'm just waiting for him to do what he usually would do. They don't understand why they're not just going in for breakfast or for dinner. So I'm gonna let him know that we're doing that again. And see if he wants to ask for another, oh good, yes, good, yes. He's like, kind of want more than like a light scratch, please. All right, so let's see, now that I did it where he really wants it, let's see what he does. See if he asks now. So now that I showed him I will scratch him exactly where he wants, he'll probably tap me on the shoulder. Katie's threatening to go eat his food, so he may, Katie, hope, back, out of the food, back, up, back, good. Stay, no, I don't want you to come all the way over here. Stay right there. Yeah, you want me to scratch your belly again? I see you, sweetheart. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and put him back because she's gonna show us something different. Okay, so I don't normally just make them stand here. I got shedding hair. So she's gonna show me her feet. Okay, so I'm gonna show her that I'm willing to scratch her right here on her armpit. And she loves that. Now I'm gonna stop and I'm gonna ask her to ask me to do it some more. So she's gonna put her front feet straight out in front of her to ask me to do it for her. I know. You can't do Tyson's thing, but I love it. Show me how else would you ask me? How else would you ask me to do that for you? Huh? How do I know where to scratch you? Okay, so for whatever reason, that's her new ask today. So we're gonna let her do that, but let's see if she'll do what she would normally do. She would normally stick her feet straight out in front of her. But apparently today, oh wait, here we go. Yeah, how about the other one? Yeah, okay, I can do that for you again. Ooh, shedding. So, yeah, where did you go that you got yourself so muddy? So, I'm going to show us your feet again. You want me to scratch your armpit? Yeah. What about the other one? What about the other one? That one? Yeah. Oh, shit. Oh, wait, you like that tap of the nose thing too? Okay. So I like to give my horses a voice, and I gave her her own voice by letting her come up with a way to ask me for something that she likes. So you might spend some time trying to find a spot on your horse that they really like to be touched or scratched, and then just pause, like step back, but stay within the same space as them, but step out of their, like out of where you were doing it, and see if they can come up with a way to ask you to do it some more. So like today, she decided touching me with her lip was the way she was going to ask me to do it some more, in addition to what she normally would say with her feet. She would normally only show me her feet. She didn't normally tell me with her top lip, but today her top lip is a part of it. So let's see if she wants to. She's probably like, I'd just rather my dinner, right? I would just rather my dinner. Okay, so let's do one more thing with her. You got wise. Way more forward. Come more forward. Way more forward. Good. Good. So Tyson does know the mounting block. He has a whole long story about why he can't be ridden. So I don't really spend a lot of time doing the mounting block work with him, even though he does know it. As you saw at one point, I did ask him to over to me and he understood. And that's all they have to know how to do to come to the mounting block. When this gets condensed, like right now, it's probably like a 38-minute video. It's included me stopping and talking, and it's included me leaving to go get horses. I'm going to cut out all those parts. Well, not me talking, but I'm going to cut out, you know, the absence of anybody in the screen and see how short the video really is. And that's kind of like what I hope to promote is my horses, yeah, they were focused on wanting to come in and eat, and I get that, but they also like doing stuff with me. So to spend a little bit of time, like Charlotte, for example, tonight was the first time she walked forward with me laid across her back. The first time I laid across her back, well, if you watched any of these, you'll see the progression of her having me lay across her back. But the first time I laid across her back, she froze. The second time I laid across her back, she froze but relaxed shortly after that, but didn't move. The third time I laid across her back, she didn't freeze in any way, but when I asked her to go forward, she actually went back, and she went back with a lot of deliberate steps. So I can blame myself and think that maybe I took a hold on that snap and it would have been a backward feel. So possibly she thought I was asking her to go backward. And with the kiss, maybe she thought I wanted her to go backward a little bit faster than a casual stroll. It wasn't a panic about me. It was a response to me asking her to move. She just didn't understand what I was asking her to do as far as forward or backward. I don't ever kiss for backward, so it was unusual that she would have chosen backward, but she's still very young. So, and then tonight was the first time that we actually went for a walk, and I did not feel any discomfort in her at all. Her body didn't tell me that she was worried about me in any way. The only thing that I didn't have was steering control, so we ended up heading for another horse's stall, and I had to get off at that point. I don't usually set this up so much so that it's a lesson to where I'll have a set of reins, but I have 3 young horses that are all being started this year. Dewey was getting started last year, but I broke my leg, so I ended up giving him the rest of the year off while I let my leg truly heal. So Dewey's actually being started again this year. Tucker's getting started and Charlotte's getting started. So, now maybe it would be ideal to bring my reins to hook on. I don't want to go as far as changing their halter and everything like that. I mean, the only other thing I could do is maybe go out there with the rope halter and start their bringing with the rope halter. I really wasn't making this a lesson as much as it was just making it something that I do with them so that they don't get so habitual about direct line. I'm going in to eat, right? I'd rather them think they're going in to do something with me and then they get to eat. Not like I'm insignificant and eating is the primary thing that they're coming in for. So I like to make sure that I kind of interrupt those those habitual things that could become problems. Horses that kind of like drag you to their stall when it's time to come in. I don't want my horses doing that. And if a horse started to do that, I would spend a lot of time undoing that. Okay, so have a great night, and I'll see you tomorrow.